So hello there, welcome to another video, and yesterday I was talking about mythic dungeons. So today, obviously, I'm gonna talk about time walking through dungeons. What happened? Did someone new just join Blizzard? Like a week ago? And on his first meeting, he just stood up and was like, you know what, fuck you guys. Fuck you, I like dungeons. We're gonna do more with dungeons because fuck you, I don't know. Because we now have a feature called time walking through dungeons. And what this will be, at least from what I have read, is it will be a weekend event. So it will start on Friday. I don't know why, by the way. It will start on Friday, it will end on Sunday. And you will be able to time walk through old school dungeons. So, as Blizzard stated, over the coming weeks, we'll test time walking on the PTR in the following dungeons: the Alcatraz, Black Morass, Mana Tombs, the Shattered Halls, the Slave Pens, Ankahid, the Old Kingdom, Gundrak, Halls of Lightning, the Nexus, and the Utgard Pinnacle. Time walking will be available to characters who are level 71 and higher for the Burning Crusade content, and level 81 and up for the Wrath of the Lich King content. Now, the way this time walking thing will work is, instead of scaling the dungeon up, because that would be mental, they would have to scale it up for different levels, they scale you down. If they down level you, I have no idea. I have no idea how they're gonna do it, but they're gonna smash your item level so it fits the requirements of that dungeon. Now, I have a problem with this, and that problem is called power creep. Because as the game evolved, we got different abilities, we became stronger at certain level caps. So level 60 from vanilla is significantly weaker than level 60 from Warlords of Draenor. We have more abilities, we have different stats, we have different amounts of stats, and we do different amounts of damage, we have different amounts of health, and all of this. How are they gonna balance this so we don't just lull our way through a dungeon to get a reward? I think... Now, this is a speculation. I think that's why they're doing it as sort of a weekend event. Because they can't figure out how to balance this properly. Because of this power creep issue. So they're just doing it as sort of a weekend event. So they will announce, oh, from Friday to Sunday, you shall run Alcatraz. And then you run through, you get your reward. And that's pretty much it. Because if they allowed people to run them every day, and let's just say they're significantly easier than the dungeons we have nowadays. In Warlords, who would run dungeons in Warlords? Nobody. Now, the reward system is kind of interesting. Now, today, as you all know, we have, let's just call them different subcategories of items. So when you look at an item, you have the name of an item, and underneath that, you have the subcategory. It's either from LFR, normal mode, heroic mode, mythic mode, dildo mode, whatever. Now, these ones will have time twisted on them, and they will kind of work like heirlooms. Kind of. They will adjust their item level so they suit your level. So they are like heirlooms. Alright, and that's how we're gonna do it. So you're gonna run through a dungeon, you will kill the last boss, you will get an item from that boss, but it will be time twisted, so it's gonna scale up to your level. And I think this overall is a good idea, but it's kind of lazy, and they're just trying to do this so they don't have to release new dungeons, I think, which is unfortunate. And I think I would prefer new dungeons rather than to revisit old dungeons. Even though this is a cool idea. I've always said this, right? You have all this content that's obsolete, just do something with it. People run it once when they're leveling, and it's good content, but they run it once while they're leveling and then it's dead. And it's sad that it's dead, because dungeons from the Burning Crusade were cool. They were really cool. Another thing they're trying to do with this is to add one more quest. That's going to be like a weekly thing. So you'll pick up that quest, you will time walk a dungeon, you'll finish the quest, and it will give you one seal of Tempered Fate. And the last thing I want to talk about is how you're going to get there. So from what I have read, I think this will be available through the LFD. So you will just queue in and it will throw you into a random new heroic old school dungeon, I guess. Now, I only hope that this will be available as a group, so you can join in as a group. Because if they somehow make this challenging, I don't want to run Mana Tombs with idiots. I did that way too much in the Burning Crusade. And if I have to run Mana Tombs with idiots one more time, I'm gonna fucking shoot myself. Right, so yeah, there you go. Even more dungeon stuff, but instead of being mythic, we will now be time walking through old school dungeons. So once again, what do you think? Tell me in the comment section below this video. I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.